Shalom, I am Babsi, and today I will be reading from Deuteronomy chapter 1 and chapter 2. These are the words that Moses spoke to all Israel across the Jordan in the wilderness, in the Arabah opposite Suf, between Paran and Tuphel, Laban Hatzerot, and Di Sahab. It is 11 days' journey from Horeb by way of Mount Seir to Kadesh Barnea. Now Moses spoke to Bnei Israel according to all Adonai had commanded him for them in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, after he had struck down Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon, and Og, king of the Bashan, who lived in Ashtaroth and Edrei. Across the Jordan in the land of Moab, Moses began to explain this Torah, saying, Adonai, our God, spoke to us at Horeb, saying, You have stayed long enough at this mountain. Turn, journey on, and enter the hill country of the Amorites and all their neighbors in the Arabah, the hill country, the lowland, the Negev, and by the seashore, the land of the Canaanites, and the Lebanon, as far as the great river, the Euphrates. See, I have set the land before you. Enter and possess the land that Adonai swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give to them and to their descendants after them. I spoke to you at the time, saying, I am not able to bear the burden of you by myself. Adonai your God has multiplied you, and here you are today, like the stars of the heavens in number. May Adonai, God of your fathers, increase you 1,000 times as many as you are, and may he bless you just as he has promised you. How can I bear your load and burden and bickering by myself? Choose for yourself wise and discerning men, well known to your tribes, and I will appoint them as your heads. You answered me and said, The thing you have said to do is good. So I took the heads of your tribes, men who were wise and well known, and appointed them as heads over you, leaders of thousands, leaders of hundreds, leaders of fifties, leaders of tens, and officials for your tribes. I commanded your judges at that time, saying, Hear cases between your brothers, and judge fairly between a man and his brother, or the outsider with him. You must not show partiality in judgment. You must hear the small and the great alike. Fear no man, for the judgment is God's. The case that is too hard for you, you shall bring to me, and I will hear it. I commanded you at that time everything you should do. Then we journeyed from Horeb and went through all that great and terrible wilderness that you saw on the way to the hill country of the Amorites, as Adonai our God commanded us. Then we came to Kadesh Barnea. I said to you, You have come to the hill country of the Amorites, which Adonai our God is given to us. See, Adonai your God has set the land before you. Go up, take possession, as Adonai God of your fathers has promised you. Do not be afraid or discouraged. Then all of you came near to me and said, Let's send men ahead of us to explore the land for us and bring us back word about the way we should go up and the cities we will enter. The idea seemed good to me, so I took 12 men from among you, 1 man for each tribe. They turned and went up into the hill country, and they came to the Wadi Eshcol and spied it out. They took in their hands some of the fruit of the land and brought it down to us. They also brought back word to us and said, Good is the land that Adonai our God is giving to us. Yet you would not go up, but rebelled against the command of Adonai your God. In your tents you grumbled and said, Because Adonai hates us, He has brought us out from the land of Egypt to hand us over to the Amorites to destroy us. Where are we going? Our brothers have discouraged our hearts, saying, the people are greater and taller than we are. The cities are great and fortified up to the heavens. Besides, we have even seen the children of the Anakim there. Then I said to you, don't tremble or be afraid of them. Adonai, your God, who goes before you, he himself will fight for you, just as he did for you in Egypt, before your own eyes, and in the wilderness where you saw how Adonai, your God, carried you as a man carries his son, everywhere you went, until you came to this place. Yet for all this you did not trust in Adonai, your God, the one who goes before you on the way to scout out a place for you to camp and to show you the way you should go, in fire by night and in the cloud by day. When Adonai heard the tone of your words, he was angry and swore an oath, saying, not one of these men of this evil generation will see the good land that I swore to give your fathers, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh. He will see it, yet to him and his children I will give the land that he has walked on, because he has followed Adonai wholeheartedly. Adonai was even angry with me on your account, saying, you will not enter there either. Joshua, son of Nun, who stands before you, will enter there. Encourage him, for he will enable Israel to inherit it. Moreover, your little ones, whom you said would become plunder, and your children, who today have no knowledge of good or evil, they will enter there. To them I will give it, and they will possess it. But as for you, turn around and journey into the wilderness by way of the Sea of Reeds. Then you answered and said to me, we have sinned against Adonai. We will go up and fight, just as Adonai our God commanded us. So each of you strapped on his weapons of war, figuring it was easy to go up to the hill country. But Adonai said to me, tell them, do not go up and fight, for I am not with you, and you will be defeated by your enemies. So I told you, but you would not listen. You rebelled against the command of Adonai, and presumptuously went up into the hill country. The Amorites who lived in that hill country came out against you, and they chased you as bees do, and scattered you from the Seir to Hormah. Then you returned and wept before Adonai, but Adonai did not listen to your voice or pay attention to you. So you stayed in Kadesh many days, like the days you had spent before. Then we turned and journeyed into the wilderness by the way to the Sea of Reeds, just as Adonai told me. We went around the hill country of Seir for many days. Adonai spoke to me, saying, you have gone around this hill country long enough. Turn to the north. Command the people, saying, you are about to cross into the territory of your relatives, the sons of Esau, who dwell in Seir. They will be afraid of you, so be very careful. Do not provoke them, for I will not give you any of their land, not even a footprint, because I have given the hill country of Seir to Esau as a possession. You are to buy food from them for money, so that you may eat, and you are also to buy water from them for money, so that you may drink. For Adonai your God has blessed you in all the work of your hand. He has known your wanderings through his great wilderness. These 40 years Adonai your God has been with you. You have lacked nothing. So we went on past our relatives, the sons of Esau, who dwell in Seir, away from the way of Arabah, from Elad and Ezion Geber. We turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. Adonai said to me, do not harass Moab or engage them in battle, for I will not give you any of his land for a possession, because I have given Ar to the children of Lot for a possession. The Emim used to live there, a great and numerous people, as tall as the Anakim. These people also are considered Rephaim, like the Anakim, but the Moabites call them Emim. Now the Horites used to live in Seir, but the sons of Esau drove them out and destroyed them from before themselves and settled in their place, just as Israel did to the land of its possession that Adonai gave to them. Now rise up and cross over the Vadi Seret. So we went over the Vadi Seret. The time that we traveled from Kadesh Barnea until we crossed over the Vadi Seret was 38 years, until all the generation of the men of war from within the camp came to an end, as Adonai had sworn to them. Indeed, the hand of Adonai was against them, to destroy them from within the camp, until they came to their end. Now when all the men of war had finished dying from among the people, Adonai spoke to me, saying, today you are about to cross the border of Moab at Ar. When you come opposite the sons of Ammon, do not harass or provoke them, for I will not give you any of the land of the sons of Ammon for a possession, because I have given it to the sons of Lot for a possession. That also is considered a land of Rephaim. Rephaim used to live there, but the Ammonites called them Zamzumim, a great and numerous people, as tall as the Anakim. But Adonai destroyed them from before them, and the Ammonites dispossessed them and settled in their place. It was just as Adonai did for the sons of Esau, who dwell in Seir, when he destroyed the Horites before them. They drove them out and settled in their place, even to this day. As for the Avim, who lived in villages as far as Gaza, the Kaphtorim, who came from Crete, destroyed them and settled in their place. Rise up, journey on, and cross over the Wadi Arnon. See, I have handed over Sihon the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it. Engage him in battle. This very day I will begin to put the dread and fear of you upon the peoples everywhere under heaven. When they hear the report about you, they will tremble and twist in anguish because of you. So I sent messengers from the wilderness of Kedemoth to Sihon, king of Heshbon, with words of shalom, saying, let me pass through your land. I will go only by way of the road. I will not turn to the right or to the left. You will sell me food for money so that I may eat, give me water for money so that I may drink. Just let me pass through on foot, as the sons of Esau dwelling in Seir and the Moabites in Ar did for me, until I cross over the Jordan into the land that Adonai our God is given to us. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him, because Adonai your God stiffened his spirit and hardened his heart, in order to hand him over to you this very day. Adonai said to me, see, I have begun to give Sihon and his land over to you. Begin to take possession in order to take hold of his land. Then Sihon came out against us, he and all his people, to battle at Yahatz. Adonai our God gave him over to us, and we struck him down, along with his sons and all his people. We captured all his cities at that time, and utterly put under a ban of judgment every city, men, women, and children. We left no survivor. We took only the livestock as plunder for ourselves, as the spoils of the cities we captured, from Aroah, which is on the edge of the Wadi Anon, and the city by the Wadi, all the way up to the Gilead. There was not a town too high for us. Adonai, our God, gave everything over to us. Only you did not come near the lands of the sons of Ammon, all along the Wadi Yabok and the cities of the hill country, and wherever Adonai our God had commanded. Amen.